Tampons are used by women every month, but a new study found that they may have lead, arsenic, and other toxic metals in them. Now, experts with Consumer Reports, they looked into those new findings to see what women should do to protect themselves.
If you've been on TikTok recently, you may have seen women throwing their unused tampons straight into the trash. The panic stems from new research that found traces of toxic metals, including lead and arsenic, in a number of tampons.
The types of metals found varied somewhat across different brands, but one important finding is that even tampons labeled as organic contained traces of these contaminants, particularly arsenic.
The study didn't name the brands, but researchers found the toxic metals in over a dozen popular brands of tampons, including some made in Europe. This is a problem because lead exposure can result in serious health problems like high blood pressure and reproductive health issues. And arsenic has been associated with an increased risk of multiple cancers. Dr. Hernandez says there's an important caveat to the study.
This is not a study that showed how tampon users absorb these heavy metals, but in the same way that a vagina is absorbent, our bodies are actually made to excrete certain levels of heavy metals.
The study says there are several ways metals could end up in tampons, including through its raw materials like cotton, which could be contaminated by water, air, or soil during production.
Tampons need to be much better regulated. For example, manufacturers should be required to test their products for contaminants, including heavy metals. And we need laws that require manufacturers to disclose all the ingredients and additives in their period products.
You could also take a few additional steps when shopping for tampons, like carefully reading labels and picking products with fewer, simpler ingredients. Also, experts say you should look for tampons that don't have plastic and avoid fragrances.
All right, well, it's important to know when people think about the risk of using tampons, typically it's probably toxic shock syndrome that comes to mind, but that's a rare and potentially deadly condition caused by bacteria that produce toxins. The disease can cause a number of health problems, including a high fever, vomiting, and dizziness too. So if you experience any of those symptoms, of course, call your doctor immediately.